Before the break, we gave you a small glimpse of Kendall Rae Johnson, who at 7 years old is the youngest USDA registered certified farmer in the state of Georgia. Well, since earning that title, Kendall Rae has become a national sensation, appearing on major networks as well as countless media outlets throughout Georgia. Yet, despite the attention and her newfound fame, Kendall Rae has remained humble and grounded. She's also stayed true to her message and her mission of sharing a deep passion for agriculture with anyone who will listen. The song you hear, the track title, is called Garden View. Fitting because when you first observe Kendall Rae Johnson in her garden, she appears to be your typical 7-year-old child. Just a little girl, playing, laughing with her friends, and truth be told, she really is just a kid at heart. But ask Kendall Rae for a tour of the garden, and that same little girl grows up before your very eyes.
These are the picklers. The picklers are a cucumber that we use for pickles. These are super sweet 100s. Got blue spice basil. We got striped tomatoes, but it's close to the candy cane pepper.
Yes, Kendall Rae certainly knows her way around the garden, doesn't she? Exactly how and when she developed that knowledge and love for gardening, her parents tell me they first noticed it when she was just 3 years old.
When her grandmother would tell us to bring her collard greens out and just put them back in the ground or put them in a pot or something so we can have collard greens again in a couple months off of the same stalk. And she was interested on how she would go out and look at how they would produce new little stalks and stuff like that, and she'd be excited about it, like ecstatic.
You know, she'll see a yellow leaf. She's gonna question about why is it yellow? Well, what type of bug is eating it? Can we find? She calls it the culprit. You know, where is the culprit? She's like
7 years old, she knows the word culprit.
Yeah, she's like, where's the culprit? You know? And she'll get back here and she'll study.
Most kids your age, they're doing other stuff. They don't want anything to do with vegetables, but yet you're out here every day. Why do you enjoy it so much?
I enjoy it so much because it means sharing food with the whole community.
Sharing and community. Two of the major emphasis and foundation for which agriculture, Kendall Rae's business entity, was built upon. As mentioned, she's a certified farmer and a member of various farm organizations, including Georgia Farm Bureau. Her story capturing the hearts and attention of many, some of which felt the need to step up and lend a hand. Last December, Kendall Rae, Mom Ursula, and Dad Quentin were invited to the Big Apple for an appearance on Good Morning America. Once there, Kendall Rae was presented with an early Christmas gift, a check for $10,000 to help with future farming endeavors.
You've become, a national celebrity. You're the youngest farmer in Georgia. You're traveling all over the country talking to people. What do you think of all that?
Well, I think it's pretty good that I talk to people, and I pretty love it because I get to meet new friends every day.
It definitely almost breaks me into tears almost every time I think about it, because I would never, me myself as a kid, I'd never had that much confidence. She's so young with a lot of confidence. And just like you said, she just walk up to you and give you a hug. She's not really afraid of anybody.
She did a interview with, I think it's Boyd Elementary School. And from kindergarten through 5th grade, she was entertaining to everybody. She was entertaining to everybody. The fifth graders wanted to ask her a question. She used a fifth grade word. She said microbes, which they know it as microorganisms, but she did the short version of it, and then the teacher had to step in and say, she's talking about microorganisms, people. But she's using the word microbes. She's using the terminology compost, you know, soil. And I mean, she can use everything. She knows the plant cycle. So she's allowing those who are younger than her, those who are right at her age, her peer, you know, and beyond, to kind of connect with her in a way that is just brilliant.
But Kendall Rae's enthusiasm for farming not only contagious to her peers and children alike, but also to adults, especially her dad.
This is the longest I've ever stuck to anything, and it's just because she gave me a passion for it, because I mean, I love it too now, you know, because, you know, learning the different things about growing and stuff like that is fascinating. So it's been keeping my attention for some years now.
The farming, the gardening, what life lessons is she learning by having a garden like this?
Ooh, life lessons: being patient. Some things grow and some things don't, you know? Yeah, critical thinking, how to solve a problem. There's so many that she's learning just by being in nature. The seasons, you know, what grows well in the summer may not grow well in the winter. How, you know, it's deep. You know, we're learning life lessons being in our own garden, and just to watch her go through it and learn her own lessons are teaching us as well.